Welcome back, everybody. It has been a little bit since I've been able to record my last reading. I was warned when I did some of my readings for solstice that there was going to need to be a bit of a timeout and to try and get things done ahead of time. Didn't realize that was going to include getting COVID. Never had it before. Never thought I was going to get it, period. But there was a lot of weird witchcraft kind of stuff going on leading up to the new year. And all is well, all is good, but yeah, some people don't know when to quit. They don't know when to stop. So whatever I experienced, I know they are going, whoever sent it is going to experience a whole lot more, unfortunately, not because I willed it, but because that's how these things work when you are a chosen child of God. So, in any case, here we are. I am feeling quite a bit better. And I was guided to do a reading as we kind of wrapping up 2022 here in the final hours. And when I did my premeditation, it was really, really beautiful. I saw like almost like that Cinderella kind of like magic, where like you're just perfect. Like the divine feminine is just absolutely pristine, and everything about her is perfect and sparkling and glowing skin and sparkly skin and radiant and sort of like a take your breath away kind of sight to be seen. But the interesting thing was it was not like I was just sensing this energy of this beauty and this perfection just in a physical sense. Like I sensed the crown chakra of the divine feminine and the third eye of the divine feminine really opening to prophetic gifts and to clarity. And it didn't feel like this was like some sort of fairy godmother trick leading up to midnight while I was feeling this energy. It was like this is like the new energy coming in for the divine feminine who's done so much work on themselves. And it's like it's really going to start to show in very visible ways and very energetic ways that are highly impressive, like a cut above, very much like a Nine of Pentacles energy of somebody who's just like glowing and basking in it, and people are impressed by how just impressive this person is. All these divine feminine who I'm speaking to right now, that we're going to get deeper into in the cards. But it's really is about being like a cut above, like being excellent in all ways. And the physical beauty is just the sort of outer expression of the perfection, that internal perfection, the spiritual perfection, the perfection of the heart, that you've attained within. And it's really going to show. It's really about to really start to get noticed, get really noticed, and in good and bad. And it's and I've seen it in some of my own cards. Like, there is going to be some people that are going to be envious of that, because there always is when people are almost seemingly cut from a different cloth, like where they seem to just have everything and be really blessed and gifted, and beautiful, right? All of those things, and talented. So it's like, but we know that that's not the case. We know that you worked really hard for this. So let's get into the reading and see what else the cards want to share with you for this crossover reading. Welcoming in the Most High, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Hamafiel, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Metatron, and Archangel Michael present. Thank you. Yes, there's a lot of angelic. I was connecting with some essences to amp up my angelic connection before the reading, but when I received that message as well. So definitely there's a lot of angelic intervention and help and support right now moving into the new. I also want to say, if you're watching this reading and it's like not right at the crossover from 2022 to 2023, don't worry about it. It will apply for when you find it. And so just, see what resonates, leave the rest, and enjoy it. Okay? So let's start with a few cards from one of my personal decks. Oh, I'm feeling like singing, like to continue singing. I could just keep going. That's nice. Yeah, so there's there's a very light, loving, angelic energy that wants to reverberate. All right, so what? Oh gosh, that is a lot, and they all just like fell out. You know what? They all just kind of fell out, and it just doesn't seem like the right way to start off the message. So let's pull a couple of cards and try and streamline it a little bit. Okay, beautiful. So it says, Santa Maria, the Divine Mother is holding you with love and raising your personal worth and value. Yeah, and then on the bottom it says, you are so beautiful to me. Let them gush on you how much they love you and the reasons they do. So this isn't just about another person. This is all these angels that are really wanting to present themselves, and the divine feminine, that they want you to believe in yourself. Yeah, because some of you underneath that, you didn't deserve that from your partner. Some of you are coming out from some like difficult situations with romantic connections. And when people are just for whatever reason disappoint you, when they're unable to give back the love that you've given, or provide a commitment, or, just tell you how they really feel, or be there, just really be able to be there for you, and all of those things. When they can't reciprocate love that you've given in any romantic connection, that can hit a little on your self-esteem. It can hit a little on your value, and what you're worth, because they're kind of like, whether they meant it or not, they're sending out a message that you're not worthwhile to invest that time in, even though you invested it in them. And that can be quite hurtful. And the tricky thing is like, there's a lot of false beliefs around how to manipulate in love with the law of attraction in order to get what you want in love, and in order to ensure that you're getting something, and you're not going to end up being that person that's giving and not getting. But the problem, and that usually means holding back and withholding on many levels. It means not giving out love, because you kind of have to not care, right? And I don't want to completely dismiss the the validity of letting go, because it is healthy to be able to let go in situations, and not be attached to a certain outcome. Having said that, when that bridges over into a level of manipulation, like I'm going to hold back and I'm not going to care because that's going to ensure that I'm going to get the love, it becomes highly, highly toxic. And from the perspective of the galactics, that there's nothing about that's loving at all. Like, because we're all being watched by galactics here if we're going through an ascension process. And if they are trying to advance us and give us higher roles and can, increase our communication with other star beings, light ships, etc., if we can't show to them that we are able to just love and have a high willingness to just put ourselves out there and love with truly tender, open, vulnerable hearts, they're going to be like, okay, well, you're not fit for the job for like becoming a contactee for the sake of the ascension. And a lot of people, are meant to really be waking up this year and to become contactees for these light ships and start to awaken a greater portion of the collective to the processes of ascension. But you can't be trusted with that role if you can't just show up and love regardless of what you're getting back. So it's so if you want star contact, if you want to experience true unity consciousness and true like unconditional love on that level, these higher states of love and these multidimensional states of love, and really move into 5D, then that law of attraction stuff around love can kind of start to shoot you in the foot. Like, it can really hold you back. It can take you down, we'll just say, the wrong narrow path, because it is a path of negativity, because it's a path based on having to, on some level, again, manipulate to get what you want. And these higher beings don't speak that language. It's like the level of evolution they've reached is only been possible to them because they learned how to love and open their heart and continue to reopen their heart, and to learn, ultimately, as you continue to give and give and give love, regardless of the love received, you start to like peel open the onion of the heart and realize like that the heart is a lot stronger than and more capable than you ever really thought. And it's more the ego mind and human fear and the need for sort of control and security that gets people tripped up, right? It's not really the love. It's these other 3D kind of or human concerns. So I don't know why I felt like called to just share all of that with you right now, but be proud of yourself, I guess, for being loving. Be proud of yourself for being loving. If people did not give you back what you felt you needed or what you felt like you deserved, like if people were not being honest, if there was confusion, if people were being energy vampires, like not to worry about it so much here, because there's new things that are going to be coming in for you in 2023. So let's get you guys another card. What else do you need to know? What else do you need to know? Oh, that went right back in there. That was the pagan ritual card. But like I was saying, there's been a lot of like clearing of a lot of witchcraft, both things that have been done recently and things that have been done even years ago at this point. And the divine justice is really coming in for that now. Yeah, prophetic word. It says you're hearing things clearly. Write it down. Organize your thoughts. Praise God. Ooh, and on the bottom with that, making history. How can you improve on your projects or communication to elevate them to world-class value? So I see you really stepping into your gifts, your psychic abilities. Again, I think for a lot of you, there was witchcraft done to block your gifts. I know it was certainly the case for me. It says here underneath that the Making History card, it says jealous third parties sought to destroy you. Karmic debt is being returned. So it's you're gonna notice, like, the clock's gonna strike midnight. There's gonna be a big shift. A lot of people who were stealing your energy, stealing your gifts, blocking your gifts, they're going to start to receive a bit of like a karmic return. And you're going to notice that your gifts are starting to open up. And that, like I said, and as I saw in the premeditation, like the crown chakra and the third eye being so beautifully open, like everything's really going to come online, and you're going to start to hear more clearly these higher beings that I was talking about, because they're acknowledging you, and they trust you to be a spokesperson for them and for their messages that they have to share. So some of these also have to do with the future, right? And helping humanity to prepare for the future. So, like, and so in that sense, it's like very traditional prophecy, like the major prophets who were seeing difficult things coming down the line. They're trying to warn people in order to help them. You know, does that mean people always listened? No. If you look at like like Jeremiah, you know, he was kind of like a weeping prophet. It was kind of a sad story, but it wasn't all like that, right? There was other times where people did listen to the prophets. So it's not for me to say whether or not people are going to I can't say at this point whether or not you're going to be highly well received, but I imagine that, considering the package I saw of how you're going to be presented so beautifully with what you're going to be sharing with your gifts, yes, there's going to be people that are jealous, but yes, there's also going to be people who are going to like really like the whole package of how it's presented and want to hear what you have to say. So, and that might seem shallow, but you know, these higher beings have a plan, and they want you to really glow and look impressive, so that people will take you and what you have to say a little bit more seriously, because that is the world we live in. That's like sort of the Instagram kind of TikTok world that we live in, right? So what else do you guys need to know? What's coming? Oh my gosh, they all just fell out. Okay. What's coming towards you here that you need to be aware of? What else? Tapestry of fine things, heirlooms, rare gifts, and legacy creations. Ooh, and I love it. And sweet talk no more. Leave drama at the door. Yeah, you're... Ooh, my gosh. And below that, the hatred they felt towards you was real. Yeah, so whatever difficult situations you were dealing with in the past are getting left in the past, and you're moving into creating your legacy here, igniting your rare gifts. Like, I feel like this card always makes me think of the Ten of Pentacles. There's a lot of wealth to this card, but there's also a lot of inheritance. There's something about something very unique and precious about what you're activating within yourself that is part of your bigger legacy of your ancestral line, whether you realize it or not. So that's really, really, really beautiful. And I feel like any ancestral curses that were causing you to still be stuck in these old situations where there was drama, where people were not honest with you, that were people... or even you had like secret haters behind your back. Yeah, oh my gosh, as I say that on the middle cut, said they hated you for no good reason. They attacked you for no fault. Karma. Man, yeah. It's all that, again, all that karma is getting cleared up here. All that ancestral karma is getting cleared up. Yeah, and good bill of good bill of health, right? Ascension codes are activating your genes to express your highest potentials. And this is also to do with all these gifts coming online, the positive aspects of your ancestral inheritance coming through. So that's really beautiful. So I have these new cards here. I haven't used them before. They're called Attracting Abundance. They have 4 different suits. I'm not going to work with the suits separately. I'm just going to see what wants to come out. I feel like pulling one of these for you all. What do you need to know here? Okay, so it's a love and relationship card. So there is going to be some healing around love relationships in the new year. It says here, grow, devote a little time every day to daydreaming about all the developments that you want to happen in your relationships. Keep your thoughts positive, constructive, and joyful. Trust that whatever you are dreaming about will soon manifest in your life. Very nice. Yeah, so this is a bit of a repeated message, to be honest, about taking that time to just sort of imagine like the love that you want to see in the future. They keep going on about it, so which just kind of reaffirms how important it actually is to in order to create the manifestations in love that you actually want to see in your life. So, like, for instance, if you want to go to, let's say, Iceland, and with your person, and go to the hot springs and travel around the beautiful landscapes there, and have them propose to you on an ice field underneath the Aurora Borealis, then just sort of think about that, sort of dream about that. If you want somebody that you can to show up for you that messages you every day once you've kind of gotten to a committed relationship, just to check in, be like, hey, how are you? And I love you, kind of stuff. Even if you sort of had your own day, or even if you're not in the same place, but that kind of consistency, then, just dream about having somebody message you regularly telling you that they love you. If you want somebody if you want a relationship where you have a more luxurious lifestyle, and you go out on a lot of nice dates, like out to nice restaurants, or they take you on cruises, or they like to take you shopping for nice things, like jewelry or whatever it is that you like, and they like to spoil you like that, and on a somewhat regular basis, then, focus on that. Or if you kind of want, if you want all of those things from your partner, then, think about all of them. If you want somebody to have a deeper spiritual connection with, that you can meditate with, and have that really deep sacred union with, where like you can have that deep connection at all your chakras, and amplify each other's chakras, and amplify each other's aura, and merge the energies of your aura, and enter these states of bliss and utopia when you're like looking into their eyes, and connecting heart to heart. Then think about, focus on that, think about that. And I'm going over all these things, to give you a sense of where to take it. And you could take it in other places too, depending on what your dreams are. But it's just time. Like the universe is like, I think, trying to like put together a package of like a gift of a happy relationship, and they sort of need you to participate positively to co-create that, because whatever blockages were blocking you, like I said, from this past witchcraft, which specifically partially was targeting blocking you from having a happy relationship. Like it sort of has gotten you a little bit out of like realizing that you're worth having all these things that you want in a love relationship. It's really kind of lowered the bar a little bit because people probably haven't really treated you well for a little while since that witchcraft was done to block your relationships, to block your ascension, to block your gifts, to block your finances, to block everything. But specifically, like a very, among other gifts that, are going to get brought in for you as part of these legacy creations, a really big gift that these angels want to bring for you is this relationship. So just start to take a little time to think about what you want that relationship to look like, and just don't make it such a big deal about receiving those things if that's what if you're just being honest with yourself that, yeah, I like that, I would like that. And just because by just it's not like you have to have an official list, and it's not like somebody has to meet every checkbox off your list, but just think about like, yes, I would like that in my life, and kind of just feel it a little bit, envision it a little bit, is helping them to bring it into reality for you. Okay? So that's exciting. That's exciting. And, you can also ask your guides, what do they, if you want to put a little bit more into the hands of the divine, you could say, higher self, God, Holy Spirit, show me like what kind of love relationship you'd like to co-create with me in the highest good of all beings, for the highest light, love, and abundance, and see if they want to share anything with you that way. And then you can add that to whatever it is that you've thought up for yourself about what you'd like to have in your life. And that kind of is a really nice way to co-create with the divine, with bringing in this love relationship. And it's a wise thing to do as well. So let's get you some energy oracle here about what else you need to know. Yeah, attachment, reverse. See, like, I'm not surprised that came out, because it's like, and then look, manhandling a coin is on the bottom. Something about just being able to be like, this is what I like, to be able to say, this is kind of what I would like, regardless of whether or not, somebody is offering me anything near this right now, right? Like, instead of holding on to a past situation where you're not maybe getting what it is you want. By just being able to have those kind of desires and daydreams without attachment, and let it be, I feel like it's really drawing in the right person and helping you let go of the wrong people, right? It's helping you to get more honest with yourself about what it is that you really want and what it is you really deserve. But see, underneath there we have deceit reversed and anxiety reversed. Like, there is a lot of anxiety around not being supported by a masculine, right? And ending up like in a really bad way because of not being supported, especially like if you are a parent, if you're a single parent. I could like that just amplifies up all those things like times 100, right? And those kinds of like earthly concerns. And here it's just kind of being like, well, like, I'm trusting in the universe. I'm trusting in the angels to bring me, actually what it is I really want, not what I feel like I need to hold on to because of security. And And I can just like, and let it be and just trust it. No more anxiety, no more worries. And the angels really are just like, I feel like they just want to give you like all sorts of extra support so that you can really trust that and believe in that, and just not be in these old cycles of fear or anymore. Not like, you know, I feel like a lot of this witchcraft really messed with your root chakra in a big way. And they just want to like heal all of it. So what else do you need to know from the energy oracle? Rest and relaxation. Or sorry, rest and rejuvenation. So yeah, taking that time to meditate, to just be, to have those daydreams, to have those visions. And look, see underneath that, anxiety reversed and all tied up reversed. Like, and then victory. Like, I just feel like there's just this big, I don't know, this French word that I love, denouement, which is like an unraveling, right? You're going through a denouement, like it's funny. I actually recently, what was it? Yeah, last night I was like at some sound healing thing, and I was getting some channeled messages in French, which I thought was hilarious. Because French is my second language, not my first language, but I actually loved it. I love French, and but I think that's also a sign. Like, right, to me, that's like if you can to be thinking in, you know, your second language, or to be, you know, maybe when you think in song, or when you allow those creative juices in you to start flowing, like when you're really relaxed, it's because you've let go of anxiety that kept you like in that uh, in your most dominant logical analytical mindset, um, and even language, right? Or the way that you would express your language. So if you don't speak a second language, um, you know, you could try singing your thoughts. And if you do speak a second language that you have a little bit of passion about, you can try thinking in your second language, and or in song or in both, and just like, I don't know. It's, yes, it's a rest, but I feel like there's like a playfulness to it, you know? Um, and as you kind of let that happen, you're gonna get a lot of ascent. Like, you're gonna get a lot of ascension light codes coming through to help activate these prophetic gifts that you have. So usually that's a sign that there's a lot of raising of vibration that's going on in the new year. You might want to work with flower essences as well. This one here is Cater by Pegasus Essences for open. It's a blend to open your crown chakra. It's really fantastic. There's loads. I could do a whole video, and I could do many videos just on essences, but we'll leave that for another day. But yeah, if you have any vibrational medicine or any medicine that you like to work with to help you to support your meditations, I do highly recommend it. And flower essences are one of the best tools for that. So they really help amp up the quality of your meditations and the vibrations, the healing vibrations that you're able to receive. So, okay. So what else? One more card. What else is coming towards you here that you need to be aware of? Ooh, Fish Chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Yeah, this is about these prophetic messages that you're receiving. I love it. Yeah, there's going to be, this isn't just about you clearing your communication with like how you're speaking to others, but this is also about hearing all these messages from angels. So now, having said that, on the bottom of the deck, we have man holding a heart, which does speak to a love interest. Also somebody who might be interested in supporting you, supporting your family in some way. So, yeah, and look at that. There's that adjacent possibilities, reversed and root chakra. Wow. Yeah, so there could veritably be somebody actually coming in here that once you let go of like feeling like you need a masculine to help support you, and you're just like sort of like, well, it's in God's hands and I might as well go for Paris, or go bust. Then it looks like there could be somebody, a genuine person coming in that actually does really want to help support you in that way. Or a divine masculine, we'll just say. And there could be something healing for them, like even right now, around communicating their thoughts and their feelings to you as well here, which is why really working on your self-worth is important right now, so that when you do receive this communication, that you're fully open to receiving it. And that's another thing that you can visualize, right? When you're visualizing about the kind of relationship you want, is if you want somebody who's, regularly says very nice things about you, and who thinks really highly of you and isn't afraid to express it, then that's something that you can also like call in and clarify and imagine what that would be like. So very, very, very nice. Let's get some tarot, since we haven't pulled any tarot yet. This is a pretty nice message. Feels like this is a pretty general message that on some level can apply to anybody that is really stepping up their spiritual gifts, their love life. I don't think, every single person has been dealing with witchcraft, but I'm sure many, many of you watching have. Yeah, we got the Fool card there, Two of Cups that was just showing. So definitely could be new love. We have I see the Four of Cups there. So some people, again, may not be seeing this opportunity, or may be kind of missing this opportunity. Two of Pentacles there. It could be because of like financial concerns, or not taking the time to really rest and receive. Or maybe because in some cases, some people might still be holding on to somebody from the past, and then that's sort of blocking the opportunity with the new person. So, but I would be careful with people from the past right now. Because a lot of people that from the past that are going to be coming back for a lot of people, I don't want to say this in every case, but in a lot of cases, they knew really what they were doing when they were manipulating you on some level. In some cases, that involved a lot of ghosting, or doing things to create confusion about how they felt. And it was just straight up, it was mean. And there was deeper intentions about it that had to do with a lot of, even on a deep level, jealousy and needing to be in control. So just be a little bit careful about that. Okay, so what do you need to know here? The tarot. Ooh, Nine of Cups. Oh, there's two cards there. And King of Cups. Yeah. See? This is, wow, this love is really strong in this reading. It's really beautiful. Ten of Wands is on the bottom of the deck with Hangman. Yeah, so, ooh, yeah, and Chariot. There's somebody here, some masculine, and this could be somebody who you've connected with already, but it could also be somebody that you haven't met yet. Oh yeah, and underneath that, Emperor. Not surprised. This is a real Emperor. And underneath that, Ten of Cups, I'm not surprised. Yeah, see, and then Justice and then Lovers. Like, I could keep going. But some masculine who's like really is an emotionally mature, emotionally available person here is going to be, is interested in you, right? Or is going to be interested in you with this Nine of Cups, they see you as a real wish fulfillment. And likely you're both going to feel that way about each other. You want somebody who looks at you and is like, wow, I really hit the jackpot. Like I was saying, the pre-meditation where I saw you and you were just like amazing. You were just like all that. You were like Disney princess plus Disney prophetess. You were, very, very, very desirable, very high value. And this person sees you like that, but you will have to also see yourself like that to help fully step into that energy. And there are going to be more ascension codes activating for you to even step you further into this energy over the next, especially the next week or two. And you might even notice a change in your physical appearance. You might notice an increase in your beauty, along with the activation of your gifts. That was something I felt in the pre-meditation, was this increase in beauty, an increase in sparkly skin. Like it sometimes shows up a lot in the hands, but it could end up showing up like, other parts of your skin and body as well. So, and somebody here is just like really going to be really, really drawn. You're really ready to meet this divine counterpart. And I feel like they're walking away from burdens in their life, just as you are, to be ready to step into this new beginning. So what else do you guys need to know about? See, I'm not making this up. 2 of Cups. See, and look, 6 of Swords on the bottom. And then there's that 10 of Wands again. Yeah, there might be a little pause here. We've got this Hangman, right? We have this rest and rejuvenate. And it's important that you do take a little bit of time right now to really take care of yourself and to really up your personal value and to see these visions of this amazing love. And I feel like once you're done with that little process and that little inward journey, again, from a place of non-attachment about how that's going to manifest, it's just coming in for you here. This is so beautiful. Like the difficulties are over. You're walking away from the people that were, like I said, that were like really not having your best interest at heart. And in some cases, doing really manipulative, hurtful things, because on some level they hated you. Yeah, Empress, they're on the cut. You're stepping into your Empress energy. This is beautiful. Okay, let's get one more card about what's coming towards you. Let's get one more card. Oh my goodness. Ace of Cups. There's that new relationship, and Knight of Wands. So this is going to be very passionate. And like I said, it could be coming in quite quickly. We've got King of Swords on the bottom there with the Sun and Death Rebirth. So now we've got 2 kings out on the board. Well, sort of. One's on the bottom. I feel like with the Death Rebirth card and the Sun, there could be, in some cases, a rebirth for some people from an old connection. If the person you're connecting with is really embodying this King of Swords energy, somebody very intelligent, also somebody who's stepping into their prophetic gifts quite strongly, as you are, which again is something you might, depending on your goals, that might be something you want to share with someone. Some of you might be really the emotional connection that's the most important thing, more so than the spiritual, which is why I think we have like these different energies out on the board, because depending on what's resonating for you. But in either case, this is going to be sort of fast moving, and it's going to be a beautiful new beginning, and it's going to be passionate. And regardless of, what your greatest desires are in this connection. And it's all coming for you. It's all, 6 of Wands on the cut there. Victory. You're going to have victory in this. And I feel like your victory in this is coming really soon. So this is really, really exciting. So, you know, that's your surprise. What's coming in for you for this crossover reading into 2023? Amazing love, new love. Woohoo! That's pretty great. And an activation of your gifts. And the beginning of, through that deeper activation of your prophetic gifts, beginning to really formulate and create your legacy of what you're going to do with that. So, and like I was saying at the beginning when I was talking about connecting with star beings and how that's going to be increasing for a lot of people this year. And some people are going to be straight up. Some people are, really, this isn't going to resonate with everybody watching the reading. But for some people, you're going to be going up on light ships. You might not be remembering all of that process, but you will know that it happened. And you will be getting deeper activations of gifts. You'll be getting new assignments. And some of you will be doing that, with a counterpart. It's going to be a bit of a joint mission. And I think for some of you, you're going to be in a relationship that's just extremely healing for both of you. And you may both have had difficult relationships that really had a bit of an impact on your sense of self-worth and on your value because of how the other person was manipulative or how they didn't give back in a way that was reciprocal. So this is not going to be like that at all. Like, this is going to be somebody with this Knight of Wands, Six of Wands. Like, you'll both be very proud. And with Nine of Cups, you'll both be like very, very proud to show each other off because you both think each other's great. You both see the depth of the other person's value. And I feel like you both have done a lot of work here to come into this not from a place of codependency and attachment, but to be your best selves with each other with this, activation of your genes to your highest potentials. And maybe, depending, like I said, if this is a deeper spiritual connection, and you're activating each other's aura and you're merging auras and you're amplifying, sometimes the connection can function to help to raise your vibration so that your DNA can further activate. So just the very act of being in the connection helps to support, you coming fully into your greatest potentials. So it's beautiful. This is really, really exciting. Like I said at the beginning, before I pulled the cards, like I just felt like you were stepping into such a good energy and that there's a lot of good things coming and people were really going to recognize it. And then some people might be a little jealous. And I could see here definitely also because of this relationship as well. So there could be some envy. So you may want to keep some things to yourself, at least for now. And, nobody has a right to your personal business, and it's important that you protect your blessings until you feel really really ready to share them. Okay, so that's my crossover message. Let's take you know what, I always feel like I need to cut these short, but let's take a few more and to bring it home, and then we'll call it a reading. So what do you need to know? What do you need to know here? This is from one of my other oracle decks. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. It says, Yeshua HaMashiach, the Lord, is rising in your heart. That's so beautiful with this Ace of Cups. Yeah, so you're definitely getting a big activation of the heart space, of the heart chakra, which is very important in the process of ascension in order to activate the DNA and to come into greater unity consciousness and move through these higher ascensions, right? On the bottom, it says receive the download, make sense of it later. Yeah, and there you go. Like I was saying before, going up on the light ship for healing and revelations of your next assignment. And then here, just to close it out, becoming one with the stars, the galaxies, the earth, and each other. So, like I said, for some of you, this is going to be a very unique spiritual relationship. And not everyone's going to understand it. Not everyone is going to be fully on your level. Like I was saying at the beginning, you're kind of coming in, you're getting activated genetically almost to a different cloth. You're getting cut from a different cloth here. And you're going to be quite impressive. And I'm sure your counterpart is also, and this is going to be a very, very beautiful experience for the two of you. So definitely, just allow it to all fall into place. Like I said, just do the visualizations, meditate, allow yourself to go through these ascensions and activations on your own. You're not waiting around for your partner show up to go to, begin to get into this energy. If anything, the more you step into this ascension, the more you're going to align with this beautiful partnership that's coming in for you. So it's very exciting. I look forward to diving deeper into these energies and everything that you've got coming up in 2023. It's a beautiful reading. It's a beautiful energy, and you are very blessed. So if you enjoyed this reading, please give the video a like. Please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it if you did. And helps grow the channel and get these messages out to more people. And if you'd like a personal reading, my information is in the description box. And I'm just sending you so much love, and I'll be back soon with another reading. And until then, take care and God bless.